And you know how Steppin with Marcus J live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. It's time for us to close out the show. It's time for us to do it with our rants and our closings. Big Bro Joe is up first. It's up for you to do your thing, my brother. What you got?
Well, you know how we normally go away from everything that we talked about during the night, and that's where I'm gonna go away from really quickly because I have to get everybody to say a little prayer for a lot of one guy that I know that I've known for many years, and somebody else that everybody else might know. If you're here in the Richmond area, he's a business owner. He owns a nightclub here in the city of Richmond, and I won't call his name, but if you know the Don Juan Cordova, this is what they call him. His daughter was killed on June 29th in Amelia County here in here in Virginia. She lost her life at 17 because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. It says here from the clip that I have that she was driving, drove across traffic into a ditch, hit a driveway, and flipped over in Amelia County, and she's no longer with us. For the parents who believe that it's cool for kids to be on their cell phones and you in the cars with them clowning, for those parents who want to have those jokes, for those parents who want to be their kids' friends, who want to let them do certain things, people, guess what? We're not our children's friends. We're not. We're parents, and we have to be responsible and teach them the responsibility to make sure that they make it home and make it back to us every night. So I have to, I'm getting tired of going to funerals and seeing our good kids go away from here, folks. So as one parent to another, tighten up. Get your kids where they need to be. Make sure that they're safe. Protect them and wrap your loving arms around them and give them a hug and a kiss at night, because we never know what's going to bring about the next minute, the next hour, the next day. So that's me for the night.
And you know how Steppin with Marcus J live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Our condolences to that family. I didn't hear about that story. The 29th is today, so that must have just happened today. And you know how Steppin Marcus J live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio, continuing our rants and our closings. I got Big Sis. She's going to tell the world why she is, in fact, a grown
I missed my song. Can I get a beat? Oh. Lay back daydreaming. Look at me, I'm a big girl now. Say I'm gonna do something. Hey. Okay, so I like that song. Y'all know that. Same old, same old. But it is Monday. And I'm so glad to be back home. I miss my brothers and I miss my listeners. And you know, I don't know. You know, I don't have much of a rant. But you know what? In enlightenment of everything that we've talked about tonight, let's be wise of things in our surroundings. Let's kind of pay attention. Open your eyes. Some things, you know, aren't worth conversation or looking at, but pick and choose those things real carefully. You know, pay attention to your surroundings. Do like Joe said, hug and kiss and guide. Yeah, we're not their friends, guys. We're not. I have no need for a 20-year-old friend. Like I tell my daughter, you can get mad. That's fine. But you're going to be mad to yourself and you're going to do what you're told. I love you. Good night. And tomorrow we'll try again. But I'm not your friend. You know, I say to my mom sometimes, man, thank you for that beating I got. So one day I snuck in the house a little bit late and saw you was by the door, and just as I got the door open just enough, she slapped the living shit out of me. So that taught me a lesson, and I get where she was coming from. I didn't like it then. And I used to say stupid things like, oh, she gave my butts. I don't like her. And she make me sick. I'm telling daddy. Oh, yeah? Now you're getting your ass up again. But I appreciate it, and I tell her, you know, thank you for tightening up, as you say. Thank you for setting me straight, because you never know where we would end up. if they don't set us up. So, just pay attention. Have fun while you're doing it. By all means, please don't avoid having fun. Now, I didn't say be stupid. I said have fun. And then I'm going to talk to y'all Monday.
And I have Steppin with Marcus J live from the Den. Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all to everybody who has been listening to us for the duration of the night. It's because you guys listening is the reason why we keep doing this every single week. The shows here at Legacy Internet Radio start on Mondays with this show, the flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio, every Monday night, 7 p.m. Ain't No How Steppin' with Marcus J. Tuesdays we have in Live in Radio. Wednesday we have the Uptown Lounge featuring the great Debate at 8. On Thursday, we've got two shows, the Biker Show, All Throttle Radio, followed by the Listening Party, the hip-hop show. Friday is getting ready for the weekend. You've got the pregame. On Saturdays, you've got the Aaron Turner Show, world-famous Aaron Turner Show. And on Saturday nights, we got the Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix. And then on Sunday mornings, of course, going for 24 hours, we've got Amplified Gospel. And so you've got plenty of stuff to check in with us here at Legacy Internet Radio. We appreciate you listening to us on TuneIn every single week. We appreciate you checking out www.legacyinternetradio and liking and sharing our stuff. We appreciate the fact that you're listening to the replays right now on YouTube. And like we said before, if you wasn't here, then we wouldn't be talking, as my big sis SY always likes to say. At this time of the show, we always profile a missing and or exploited child. This week is no different. This week we are looking for Shaquise Brown. Shaquise Brown has been missing since May 12, 2015 from Pasadena, Maryland. Her date of birth is August 7th, 1997. She's 17 years old. She's a black female with brown hair and brown eyes. She stands 5'5", 113 pounds. She does have some mental challenges. She's 17, but she does function as a 12 or 13-year-old. So she is definitely in danger. She may be traveling to Baltimore or Washington, D.C., or potentially somewhere in Virginia, as she goes by the nickname Keese. If you have seen Shaquise Brown, please contact the National Center for Missing and or Exploited Children, or hit them up on their website, missingkids.com. Call them up at 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-843-5678, or contact the Anne Arundel County Police Department in Maryland at 410-222-8610. Getting my thank yous out. Special thank you to our brother Hakeem, our sister Melanie, Michelle K, Chantel, and all the folks that checked in to the post that we had about the question of the day, which was changing your mind, does it make you a hypocrite? So everybody that checked in is a lot of you guys, and we appreciate every one of you for checking in to us. So at this time, it's time for me to end the show with my rant and with my closing. And this week, every week, I'm going to be brief. This week, I'm going to be brief. In Philadelphia, several police officers working in Southeast Pennsylvania Transportation Authority are now under investigation after they were recorded pushing and shoving a black man holding on to a baby for reportedly not paying his $2.25 fare. According to the local affiliate, the police officials are now reviewing the policies after the clip was recorded last week and went viral. In the footage, you can see three police officers talking to the man seated in the car holding a very small child. After another officer arrives and handcuffs him, he is escorted off the rail car and then can be seen being shoved against the wall with the baby still in his arms. While bystanders attempt to intervene, more than a dozen officers come down to the platform, pushing the crowd back as one man yells he still has his daughter in his hands. It's all on video, so it's viral. And I know that there are a lot of people who have issues with body cams and surveillance, and some police officers that will give you a hard time for filming them and that sort of thing. But what I wanted to bring up is, let's just say, for example, this dude broke the law. He jumped the turnstile and was going to ride the train without paying his fare. $2.25, y'all? Really? Really, $2.25 is worth the behavior of those officers. And the fact that he was carrying a child makes it even crazier. There can be you can hear there's a bystander in the video who offers to pay the fare for him, but at that point it was too late for the officers to pull back on their aggressive behavior towards this man. I bring this up to say that there seems to be a dearth of common sense in policing. I stay on this. I say this every single week. I don't always end my show or rant about this. It usually comes up a little bit more organically as we discuss, but I think we need to be vigilant, y'all. I think we need to continue with our pressure that's being put on these police departments, and I think there needs to be some sort of civilian overlay where we can have some sort of input and determining how certain things are taken care of in these departments. If you have to go back and you have to report to the community, there may be a different practice with regards to how some folks are treated when certain small things like this comes up. What I'm stuck on is $2.25. Did he break the law? Yeah, I'm supposing he did. He jumped the turnstile. He broke the law. But I don't know that I would want to give somebody the death penalty for stealing food to feed their family. Think about that. That's the Marcus's unrelated rant that has nothing to do with what we're here talking about tonight. It's the end of the show, y'all, and we're going to replay this show in its entirety, featuring Big Bro Joe, Lil Sis Kim, S.Y. Butler, and yours truly. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. Independence is key to building your legacy. And also want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. We will be back right here next week. Peace out, y'all.